from Fiber Flux. Welcome to the 2018 Fiber Flux Summer Crochet Along. I'm super excited that it's making its debut today. We're working on a fun project that's something new we've never done on Fiber Flux before. We're going to be making a sweater. So I'm really excited about this. This is called the Land, I'm getting it unfolded here. This is called the Land and Sea Cardi, and it is a lofty, soft, cloud-like cardigan that is cleverly constructed using two granny hexagons. We're going to be making two granny hexagons and seaming them together. It's very clever. You just fold them over and seam them, which we'll be doing coming soon in the upcoming weeks. And then we're going to be adding some customization. We're going to be adding some length to our sleeves. We're going to be adding some length to the sweater. But today we're going to be talking mostly about supplies. So we're going to talk about everything you need to get started and a little bit more information if you want to substitute yarn and things like that. So this week, like I mentioned, we're going to talk about supplies. Week 2 of the crochet along, we're going to learn how to make the granny hexagon itself because we'll need 2 of those. And then the week after that, we're going to learn how to do the folding and the seaming and putting it all together to make the basic sweater shape. And then in week 4, we're going to learn how to extend our sleeves, extend the bottom of the sweater to get the length you want. You can make it waist length, knee length, floor length, whatever you like. And we're also going to be weaving in ends and doing some finish work as well. So without further ado, let's get into the supplies so we can get started right away. For this project, you'll need a 6.5mm K crochet hook. A ruler or tape measure is helpful to measure as you go along. You'll need a pair of scissors, a tapestry needle, and your yarn. I'm going to be using a new yarn that's out on the market called Dreamy by Red Heart Yarns. Now I'm going to be using 3 balls of this, and the colors I've chosen are called Celery, and this blue over here is called Aqua, and this heathered gray is called Gray. So these are pretty large. Each one of these is 466 yards. So you get quite a bit of yarn on this. I'm going to be rotating the colors. I'm going to be doing a couple rounds of each color to create a striping effect. Now you can do yours in 3 of the same colors or 2 colors or 5 colors, whatever you choose. And as a side note, if you do need to substitute yarn, just look on the back of your yarn label for a yarn that recommends the 6.5mm K crochet hook and is a 4 on the yarn weight scale, and you should be just fine. This sweater is very customizable and you can kind of measure as you go along. So if you find that you don't have enough yarn or you need to add more, you can keep just adding rounds onto your hexagons that we're going to make. So that's all you need to get started on your sweater. Now, if you need to substitute yarn, that's perfectly fine. But I wanted to mention also that this week that I've partnered up with Red Heart Yarns and we're going to be giving away 3 balls of the Red Heart Dreamy. So I have 3 here of the colors that I use, but it does come in lots of different colors. And so what you'll have to do is follow the link to the Fiber Flux blog down below and you can enter to win in the next week. It'll run for a week and you can enter for a chance to win 3 balls of the Dreamy yarn like I used as well. Also, if you're not a member of the Ravelry Fiber Flux Crochet Along group, I'll put the link down below for that. Be sure and hop over there and introduce yourself. There's a little welcome thread and you can share photos, you can ask questions. It's a wonderful, very supportive, positive community where you can go and get help with your project or just simply show it off, which is always fun to see all the beautiful photos that you just can scroll through and look at. So that's all for this week. Join us next week. We're going to be working on the actual granny hexagons. And as always, be sure and hit that subscribe button so you get all the latest Fiber Flux video updates. Tomorrow, I'm going to share some color palette inspiration. This is the Dreamy Solids, but they also, Red Heart makes multicolor Dreamy yarn. So I've put some color combinations because I know some of you really like to see visually the color combinations. But I'm going to put some color palette inspiration on there. So definitely hop on over and give it a peek if you're not really sure what colors you want to use. And that will be on the blog tomorrow. So again, hit that subscribe button and we will see you next week for the granny hexagon portion of our crochet along. Thanks so much for watching. Bye everyone.